The great speaker and book writer Stephen Covey once said, "You must always start off with the end in mind." So as I started the point, my end in mind was to get to the net so I could finish the point. So at the net, this is called my ending volley. My goal here is to positively end the point in my favor. I started off with a ground stroke. On a short ball, I attacked the net. My mid-court approach volley set me up, so I'm finally where I want to be, where I'm in a position where I can end the point. Where I end the point depends a lot on where I place the approach volley. If the ball went deep to my opponent's backhand, my next ball should be a short ball into square one in the opposite corner. Or if I hit the ball deep to the deuce court side, I might come in and finish the point off with a short ball to square four. How about if I hit the ball right down the middle? Now I have two options, and I have to realize which side is their weaker side that I want to volley to. But seldom you see me volley the ball deep twice, because I give my opponent another chance to pass me or to lob me, unless they put me in a compromising position with a low ball. I'll volley deep so I have time to recover and get set for the next attempt to pass the ball, because I wasn't able to end the point like I wanted. My vision didn't come true. They were able to counter me, so I had to defend again or neutralize the point and look for a better opportunity to play the shot. So around the net, you're looking to end the point by using a shorter angle ball. Watch Federer, watch Nadal, watch Djokovic when they get to the net. You might see one deep shot to come in, but I can guarantee that second ball is going to be a shorter angle to pull the player off the court and create more distance he has to run. And as I make that angle shot, I've got to move with the ball to cover the potential of possible returns where they might pass me, which means I'm going to be off center. It's a strange feeling, because if I move to the right to cover the shot, I feel like I left a huge amount of court to my outside. But when looking from that point of view, you're going to find there's very little space, because the court ends quite short over there. So actually the biggest space is a down the line shot. So tactically, how would I know which one to cover? The stronger the player is running to their backhand side to hit, the greater the chance the ball will go down the line. So the more I make them run fast, parallel to the net, the more I'll cover the outside shot or the down the line shot. If the player can move slightly into the ball, it becomes easier to play the ball cross court. So in tuning up my game, I begin to tune up my eyes about what to look for, because anticipation is a huge part of the game. It's not really guessing. It's really looking based on what they're doing, where they might play the next shot. Another part I factor into my anticipation is what do they like to do. So I know that the person always likes to go cross court. So I can move in to cover where I would tactically correct. As they make the shot, I'm prepared for that angle move, because I know he loves to go cross court, and I never really give it away. I come in like I'm going to be guessing both ways, but I know he's going to go that way, so I'm set to take it and angle the shot away, and he thinks I'm the world's fastest person, because I always seem to get to his volleys. So your ending volley for singles would be a short angle ball. What if I'm playing doubles? Would I volley differently? Because coming in doubles, I still have an approach volley to get in. Where would I play that shot? And once I'm at the net again, my ending volley, we're going to move over to my deuce court a little bit to take a look where I would be if I were playing the net on an ending volley. If I get the ball high in my ending volley, I'll volley through the middle of the court, or right through the tee, which is my target, so it goes behind my opponent and across away from my opponent on the baseline. If I get a ball that's low, I may drop the ball off short and soft to the same side that my opponent's on. Why would I hit the same side? Because he's deep and I'm going to volley short. So to execute these different tactical situations, I'm going to look at different grips, because I need to prepare the racket face differently for a different ball. For example, continental grip, or number 2 grip, which we've addressed before, is really good on balls where I really want to create a bite or a spin on the outside of the ball and create an angle on the shot. The continental grip also is great on a low ball where I need to get the ball up. If my racket's in front, I can control the ball quite easily to make it go over the net. I'm able to hit on the bottom back of the ball and cause a spin. The nice part about this ball, I can also create a little bit of side spin and make the ball hit and curve away from my opponent. As the ball gets a little bit higher, I'm looking for more of a driving volley or an aggressive volley where I can hit through the court. So my grip changes just slightly to a little bit more toward the eastern forehand side. And once again, the grip changes here on the volley are very, very small. So as we mentioned, Federer's got 9 different forehand grips. I mean, those are very small changes, but create big changes out here. So my grip change may be just slightly toward a number 3 grip. It may even still high toward the 2. So I can drive through the ball and put the ball away. If the ball's really, really wide and I have to stretch for it, they've hit a great shot down my line. I may find that I actually change to a backhand grip, a number 1 grip, to reach the cover, so my racket face is squared off. If I had my Eastern forehand grip, the racket face would point down. I'd have a hard time positioning my hand strong enough to make a good shot. If I had a continental grip, I may not have enough angle to make the ball go out the angle I want to get it down the middle again or away from the player. Sometimes I'll go to a full Eastern backhand. That's on the forehand side. What about the backhand side? Well, continental, like we said, is pretty good, especially on low balls, because I need the racket face to be open more. So on the low backhand, as I reach down for the ball with my number 2 grip or my continental grip, I can hit a soft ball to get it back up over the net. As the ball gets higher, I might go a little bit more toward the number 1 grip because I'm trying to drive the ball more through the court. And definitely on the high volley, I go to a number 1 grip because I need lots of hand behind the racket for strength and to square off the face if I want to go there. Now I could also go continental if I want to angle the ball away. But I think there's one of our American players that missed that shot at Wimbledon against Federer. Too much angle, missed the shot wide, and I think Fed came back to beat him in 5 sets at Wimbledon. So grip selection is important to the angle you're trying to hit, the speed you're trying to hit, and the amount of spin you're trying to play on the ball. So how can I practice these with success? Well, first of all, you have 4 targets right away. Remember square 1, square 2, square 3, and square 4. So using the ball machine or someone who will feed balls to you, work on 3 parts. Your split to read the ball, your grip change to execute the shot you want, and then the ability to aim the ball by walking through the shot towards your target. Now, I mentioned a key part there, walking through the ball. Most people, when they try to volley, stop. I don't think I've ever seen Federer go for a volley and then stop when he hits the ball. There's a movement through the ball that translates to speed. The speed comes on a volley from your legs. Your hands control direction and spin. Your feet control power and direction. So what 2 words crossed over between what my hands do and my feet did? Do you remember? We mentioned the feet are doing what? Direction and power. The hands do what? Spin and direction. So once again, the direction comes from my feet moving through the ball as well as the direction of my hands. My hands provide spin, my feet provide speed. Together they provide direction. If my feet are off direction, it often throws off the angle of my racket face or the direction of the shot. So you want to practice moving through. How can I practice moving through the ball but I'm not sure how to do it? Well, we're going to take a break in a minute and show you an easy way to practice with either on the ball machine or with someone feeding you the ball. It's called the power of the circle. So let's assume we're practicing our doubles game and I'm in the deuce court and we're in our ending volley drill. Well, one of the critical things we need to do is realize that a volley doesn't stop when you touch the ball. You have to do 3 E's. The 3 E's are enter into position, execute the shot, and then create an exit. So it looks kind of like this. Using my cone drill or the power of the circle, this is how I train myself to move through the ball but recover as well. When I'm near my ending volley situation, I hope to close in and finish off the point. But if I didn't put it away, I have to recover to prepare for the next ball, which could be a lob or it could be an attempted passing shot. Whereas on my approach volley, I'm simply moving through the ball to get into this part. So once I'm up in here, I would practice using the power of the circle or the cone to execute the 3 E's. So I enter into position, I see the shot I want to hit, execute the shot, move through the ball, break, didn't put it away, you got to recover again, move back, enter, execute, exit, recover again. So I'm recovering back, so I didn't put the ball away. If I move into the ball, and so many of our coaches feed the player the ball, have them stop and hit, that's a great shot, now do it again. They're leaving out the critical part, which is the exit. The exit becomes entry for the next part. So what happens is they often get passed or executed because they enter, execute, and stop. So they get stuck in execution, therefore they die because they didn't exit to get ready for the next ball. So as you're tuning up your game, watch and see when you're in the position of ending the volley, if you have to create an exit through the shot as opposed to away from the ball as you're hitting. So an exit away would be I execute and exit backwards, which means I'm going to pull away from the shot. We'd like you to execute going through the ball and then creating your exit recovery which allows you to get ready for the next ball. If it were a backhand, I'd execute through the shot and exit to recover again to be able to move through the ball. So practice circling the cone left or right. It'll help you if you think that you're moving through, but you realize you're kicking the cone over. You probably didn't exit very well. You didn't get enough through the ball. So closing through the ball in your ending zone is critical to improving your game.